Hey guys, welcome to today's open war game between the Tau and the Space Wolves, and we haven't run them in a while. I'm not sure we've done the Tau versus the Space Wolves yet, so fortunately I am running the Tau. Well, it's not unfortunate, I enjoy running the Tau. One day I will run my own Space Wolves. One day. But today I'm going to kill them. So, maybe. We'll find out.
I'll think about it.
Load to think about. Okay, well, let's find out what the armies are, and then you can decide at home who's going to win. So, for the Tau today, I have a battalion detachment. It is led up by a commander in an XV8 crisis suit. He has Exemplar of Mont Car and cross-linked stabilizer jets. He can basically move and fire without penalty, and he gets to reroll his hits and his wounds of 1 against target. So he should be pretty nasty. He's equipped with 4 fusion blasters. Hopefully that should decimate anything on the board. My second HQ, I have a Cadre Fireblade. Doesn't have any warlord traits, doesn't have any relics, just as he is. Mainly for his ability to give extra shots to pulse rifles and carbines within a certain distance. Then onto my troops, I have 3 5-man strike teams, just as they come. Nothing particularly special. They are led up by a chasseur. Then on to my elites, I have 3 crisis suits. The chasseur is equipped with a fusion blaster, 2 burst cannons. The other one has 2 burst cannons, a shield generator, and the last one has 3 flamers. Bit of a mix, planning to manta strike them and hopefully cause some damage. Then I have a Riptide. It is equipped with a heavy burst cannon. It also has counter-fire defense and advanced targeting. So it gets an extra AP and it can reroll all its Overwatch shots. It is accompanied by 2 shielded missile drones. I then have a Ghost Keel. With his drones, again, he has fusion blasters and the cyclic ion cannon, Raker, something, and the one with 6 shots. And then he has counter-fire defense, again to reroll his hits, and advanced targeting, again giving him extra AP. Then onto my fast attack, I have 8 Pathfinders. 3 of them have rail rifles, 3 of them have carbines. They are just as they are. Then onto a dedicated transport, we have Devilfish. It is equipped with 2 smart missile systems, 2 Seeker missiles, because why not, and the burst cannon. And then finally, in my heavy support, I have a broadside. It is equipped with a rail rifle, a Seeker missile, and 2 plasma guns. It does come with 2 missile drones as well. And then there are 2 shield drones with the captain, I think I put it down with. There's also 3 marker drones on the board split between the strike teams. And there is I think it's another shield drone as well I bought, which again, I think I put with a Fireblade. It doesn't matter. When they are on the table, they do become a separate unit. But it's just what I brought them with. So that is my 1500 points of Tau. I will be running them as the Tau set, so they will be shooting Overwatch on a 5 and 6. I mean, I think it's a smart choice against the Space Wolves. So let's see what my opponent has brought.
So leading my army, I have a Smash Captain. He is upgraded to be Chapter Master. He has Wolfkin, Hunter, Relic as the Pelt of the Beowulf, the Stratagem, Warrior of Legend.
Yeah, so to give him the extra Warlord trait. So he can advance and charge, he gets D3 extra attacks, and he's -1 to hit and wound.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty nasty.
Next I got a Rune Priest. His powers are Instincts of Woken and Murderous Hurricane. He is equipped with a 4-sword and a plasma pistol, and he also has the Armour of Rust.
Oh, the Relic, yeah. Oh, okay. So 4 invulnerable and shut down a unit in close combat.
Yeah. And on to my troops, I got 9 Blood Claws as they are, and then I got 2 5-man Grey Hunter squads, all with chain swords, and the pack leaders have Power Fist. And I got a 5-man Intercessor squad, the pack leader has a Power Fist there. Also, fast attack, I got a 5 Fenris and Wolves pack, and then I got 3 Outriders as they come. And then onto the main attraction of the army is a pack of 4 Thunderwolves. They're all equipped with Storm Shield, Thunder Hammer, but the pack leaders went ready to have Frost Claws because you need an extra attack.
Yeah, hitting on 2s, rerolling everything, flat 2.
Yeah,
it's a bit nasty. Okay.
Heavy support. I have a Vindicator. He's been upgraded to have the shovel
shield. I forget what it's called. The
Vindicator Siege Shield.
Okay, and then he's just got the big gun, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we all need a big gun.
Yep. No comment. Okay.
And then I got my dedicated transport. I got 2 Rhinos just to run everyone about.
Okay. So I'm assuming the 9 Blood Claws are going in a Rhino with the
Librarian.
The Rune Priest, the Librarian. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 5 Greys, which I assume are going to be running in the other Rhino.
I'm not going to tell you because she's just giving everything away.
What else would you run them for?
Yeah,
Well, the intercessors can't squeeze in there, which I still think is silly.
I can't tell you. The wolves won't.
Come on, in you go. Just,
In a cage.
the door's just gonna fall. It's like a Korean dog market. They're all just.
That took a turn. Well, on to our game.
So here's the board for today's open war game between the Tau and the Space Wolves. As you can see, the Tau have taken a very defensive line, trying to hold back the Imperium's executioners. But before we get into deployment, I'm going to show you the game mode we are playing today. So it is open war. This is a deployment. It is search and secure and indiscriminate projectiles. Search and secure means there are 6 objective markers across the board. You can see Lloyd has labelled them with green dice. 1, 2, 3. 1 in the woods. 4, 5 in between the rhinos, and 6 here. And at the end of each player turn, we score these. But at the start of each round, 1 randomly will be removed. Each is worth 1 point. So, really important that you are on objectives at the end of your turn. For the twist, we roll 3d6 at the start of each round. And if we get a 6, we can pick an enemy unit and cause d3 mortal wounds. It's meant to represent artillery fire or shrapnel or just debris falling from space onto the battlefield. So, now that you've seen the setup, let's talk you over deployment. Starting with the Space Wolves and Lloyd, we have a Vindicator down in the corner with the Intercessors behind, just on the objective. We have the 2 Rhinos. This Blood Claw Rhino has 9 Blood Claws and a Rune Priest, if that's right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, and then the other one has 2 5-man Grey Hunter squads?
Yeah.
Okay, and then over in this corner, we have the Fast Attack. We have the Thunderbolts.
Fast attack alien promise.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. And then we've got Outriders. And then if that wasn't enough, we've got the Fenrisian Wolves. They are beasts, so they can enter the building. That's about it. For the Space Wolves in Deep Strike, well, off the board starting then is the Smash Captain. He is up in the air with his jump pack. Lots and lots of reserves to arrive for the Space Wolves. Onto the Tau. Starting down here in the woods, we have the stealth suits deployed, so they will be getting light cover and dense cover there. Over in this corner, we have the Ghost Keel along with the drones. We then have the Pathfinders up there, as they do have the ability to move 7 for the game, so they are going to be moving into cover. We then have the Broadside starting the gun line along with his drone. And then the gun line itself, we have 2 5-man strike teams with the Fireblade and the Warlord. Battle suit. Why can I not remember? The guy who's leading the army in the crisis suit behind, with accompanying drones as markers and shields in there. And then down in this corner we have the Riptide with both its shielded missile drones. In reserves then we have 3 crisis suits in Manta Strike, and in strategic reserves we've actually put the Devilfish with 5 strike team inside. That's about it. So now it is just the important thing to do, which is roll to see who's going first. It is open war, so the winner will get to decide. Would you like to start, Mr. Lloyd? 5. I keep close. Would you like to go first or second in today's game?
I think I might go first then.
Okay. Interesting. We will be right back to see if the Imperium's finest can kill the cow people. After what has just been a terrifying turn to watch, we're going to go over the movement of the Space Wolves. It's not good to be on the receiving end of the walls, I'm not going to lie. So, starting down this corner, the Vindicator just kind of shimmied over to give it line of sight down the board. Both Rhinos threw in advance and shot off up the board. But then they did realise that they have to hold the objective, so the Intercessors advanced over to control that. They won't be able to fire their guns, but it does mean that that objective will be scored at the end of the turn. The Wolves advanced up through the building. The Outriders, did they advance or just move?
They just moved.
Just moved. And then the Thunderbolts advanced up around the corner. This is what it's looking like for the Wolves, turn 1. Dear God. And then finally, just to make it any worse, with my terrible screening, the back of the board, Oathgear Stonefang, who hasn't done anything for Lloyd so far, so I'm hoping he keeps that up, has arrived to smash up some Tau. That's about it. We are going to go to the psychic phase, but the Psyker is in the Rhino, so nothing can be done. So we will be going straight on to the shooting phase, where I don't actually think, apart from the Outriders, anyone has a gun to fire.
Vindicator.
Possibly the Vindicator and the Outriders. Okay, do you want to pick some targets for the Outriders or the Vindicator first, sir?
Yeah. The Outrider's going to go into your ghost.
Okay, so the Outrider's firing into the ghost keel. Okay.
I think I should have the range to go into your massive.
You think that we'll have the range? Okay. Okay. I'm hoping not. Let's start with the Outriders. It will be -1 to hit the ghost keel, as that's just the ability the drones give him, and he has himself anyway. Let me just double check the range, because I'm not sure if it's over a certain distance. So after checking, the stealth drones will still give the -1 to hit. The ghost keel is more than 6 inches away, so still going to get the -1 anyway. 9th edition, nothing accumulates or adds up anymore. So it's just the shots from the bolt rifles coming in. These are looking for 3s, looking for 4s now, sorry. And then these are going to be strength 4, so they're looking for 5s to wound. Okay. 2. So you've got 2 wounds. I'm going to try and pass them on to the drones. So the first one goes on the drone, and the second one goes on the drone. So it is 2 drones that are killed there. After checking the range of the firepower, the Vindicator is only in range of the Stealth Sea. It's only a 24-inch range on its gun, and it is only the big cannon it has brought today. So it's D6 shots, 3, and then these are now hitting on 4s. 1, and then this is strength a lot. So it's wounding on a 2. It doesn't wound. Okay, Lloyd was. I can see him thinking about re-rolling. I don't think it's really worth it. Okay, so believe it or not, guys and girls, that ends Spaceball shooting phase. I've forgotten what it's like to run the wolves, and that the shooting phase just doesn't really exist. So we will be right back with, I think, a slightly more important phase as the Wolves of Fenris charge the Tau. So on to the charge phase for the Vilka Fenrica. Where are we starting, sir?
The Fenris and Wolves and do Ghost Key.
Okay. I see what you did there. Right. Forgot about those wolves. I will. There's no way they're going to fail that. I'm obviously going to fire Overwatch. So, give me a second and we'll grab some dice. Okay, let's start with the fusion blasters. Bit of overkill this is. So I've got counter fire defense, so I get to reroll all my Overwatch. So it's 1 hit. The strength of a fusion blaster is 8 or 9, I believe.
Strength 8.
Strength 8, so it's wounding on 2s. Just CPing at this point. So that's a wound. AP is a lot. Yeah, you won't get a save in the wolf, so that is 1 dead wolf. Then we have the 6 shots from the Iron Raker. It will just be the standard version. So these are again hitting on 5s and 6s, being Tau, re-rolling any misses. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Strength 7 versus toughness 4, looking for 3s. That's another 3. AP means the Fenris and Wolves do not get a save. That is another dead 3 wolves. So attempting the charge, trying to avoid the difficult terrain. He's going to definitely make it there on a 7. Right, so going over the train and moving in. Where are we going next?
Outriders, same.
Yeah, but I can't fire Overwatch out. Okay, and they're going to make it there. I feel like there's more charges coming outside of the board, funny enough. Okay, Thunderwolves. Right, let me grab some dice. So, on to the Pathfinders, trying to stop the impending doom that is the Thunderwolves. So we're going to start with the Pulse Carbines, 5s and 6s. Good roll there. So we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And then these are Strength 5 versus Toughness 5. So looking for 4s to wound. We are getting 2, no AP, so just 2 ups if you're putting on the shield. Failing 1, taking a wound off a Thunder Wolf. So time for the Rail Rifles. That's a good start. It's 2 hits. And then these are Strength 6, so they are looking for 3s. 2 wounds. AP on this is, what's the minus, sorry? -4. Okay, so it's just with their invulnerables. You're going to have to put it on the guy with the shield at first. So you can do them both.
2 4-ups.
Making them both. That was D3 damage if they had gone through. Okay, now you need to roll out a charge. I feel like it's hard for you to fail.
And a CP.
Okay. For a second, I thought I had dodged a bullet. So in come the Thunder Wolves. Are there any other charges on the board? I don't think there's anything else you can make. Apart from your Warlord. So Oath Gear Stonefang is declaring a charge into the back of the broadside. Now, he does have Pelt to the Beowulf, which makes him -1 to hit and wound. But in Overwatch, the Tau Sept rule always hits on a 5 and 6 regardless of modifiers. So I'm still going to be hitting him on 5s and 6s. But when it comes to wounding, I am going to be -1. So we're starting with the plasma guns, 5s and 6s, re-rolling any misses thanks to counter fire defense. So I get 2 hits. These are wounding on a 3 normally. because they are stronger, but now it's back to a 4 with Pelt of the Beowulf. So I get 1 wound. With the AP, it's just going to be his 4-up on the Storm Shield, which he fails. So that's 1 damage taken off unless you want to re-roll it. I have lots more guns to come. You might want to save that roll. Okay, now we're going to do the heavy rail rifle. Oh, by the way, guys, as well, I'm not sure if I said, the missile drones will be firing Overwatch as well, but I will not be firing the Seeker missile. I feel like I can survive this and then pump that down into some of the tank. Rail rifle shots. Re-rolling. 1 hit. Strength 8. This is toughness 4, so looking for 2s. Wounds. AP is a lot. 4 invulnerable. Oh, he's tanking it. I really need that to go through. And now it is just going to be the missile drones to fire Overwatch. Now we got the missile pods. 5s and 6s again. No re-rolls for these, as they don't have the counter fire. 2 hit. Now strength 7. This is toughness 4. Should be wounding on a 3, but with the Pelt of the Beowulf, it's wounding on a 4. 1 wound. AP was -1, I believe. Yeah. So it's just a 3-up with the Storm Shield, which he fails. I was about to say make. I honestly did not expect to roll a 1. So he's CPing it, which he makes. Okay, so it does cost Lloyd a CP, and he does lose 1 wound. Now, it's time for him to roll out the charge. He could fail this. He is 9 away. So he could fail it under an 8, and he has spent his reroll. And this time Oathgear makes it in, and it's time to make up for past failures and watch a Wolflord tear through a battle. So the devastation is about to start. Here come the Outriders, and they are Space Wolves, so they get to hit on 2s. So we have 1 million attacks going in, hitting on 2s, and then these are going to be Strength 4 versus Toughness 6. So they are wounding on 5s, and then it's AP -1. There is no invulnerable or anything on the Ghost Keel, so it will just be 4-ups for any of these to get through. So you're looking 5s. Okay, how many have you got there?
4, 5.
5? Okay. So 5 AP -1, so I'm looking for 5 4-ups on the Ghost Keel. I make 2, I fail 3. That is 3 wounds down already. Okay, that could have gone better. That could have gone a lot worse though. Now, would you like to go on to the Thunderwolves, sir? Or would you like to go on to the Smash Captain? Start with the Thunderwolves, is it?
The Fenrisian Wolf.
Oh, the Fenrisian Wolf. Oh, yeah. I forgot about him. 2 attacks coming in from the Fenrisian Wolf. Looking for 2s. Okay, and then these are Strength. Okay, looking for 5s. Nothing. Okay, that is it for the Wolves there. But now we have a team of Pathfinders who are in a lot of trouble, surrounded by 4 of the Emperor's Thunder Wolves, ridden with the Emperor's Executioners. So I feel like I should just remove these models, but for the people at home, let's roll some out. So we're starting with the Frost Claws. This might be a bit of overkill. These are hitting on 2s now. And then these are, dropping 2 though. And then these are Strength 5. So they're wounding on 3s, rerolling everything as they are Frost weapons. Oh, some bad rolling. Okay, so getting 2. The AP is -2. I do not get a save in the Pathfinders, so 2 are killed already. I will just take the guys with the carbines. Now we have the Thunderhammers. These are now hitting on 3s, being Spaceballs. And then these are Strength 8. So they are wounding on 2s. All of them. The AP is -2. I don't get a save. There's another 5 dead. And to save us the dice rolls, we're just going to remove the last guy, as we now have 12 Thunderwolves. After tearing through the Pathfinders, the Thunderwolves have consolidated and they've spread out. Some of the models being closer towards the broadside and some being closer at the Ghost Keel, but giving them the option of charging both. Charging the broadside, but also being in combat with the Ghost Keel. Ghost Keel will get hit back at the Thunderwolves if he would like. They don't really have to worry. Tau are not known for their melee prowess. And now, all we have left is over in this corner, as if it couldn't get any worse to the broadside, we have Oathgear Stonefang, who is about to tear through that suit. So, these 3 extra attacks from the Wolflord, going to be 1 on top, and then these are hitting on 2s, as they are Spaceballs. Okay, and then these are Strength 8. This is Toughness 5, 6.
5. Toughness
5, so wounding on 3s. Being Thunderhammers, these are AP -2. I do get a 2 up on that suit with the Iridium Battle I forget the name, the better version. So we are looking for 4-ups. I am going to pass the first 2 onto the drones. So they both go onto the drones, both drones are killed, and now the next 2 are 4-ups. I make 1, fail 1. This is flat 3 damage, so the broadside is already losing 3 wounds. Devastating stuff from the space wolves. Now, the Tau, the only chance I've got here is killing that Fenrisian wolf, which will just leave this outrider within 3, which means we won't contest that objective as they do not have objective secured and the Thunderwolves are just out. So I'm going to be putting all 3 attacks into the wolf. These are hitting on 5s, and then this is wounding on a 3. Is it worth trying? Yes, it is, because they only get a 6-up save. I haven't spent a CP in this round, well, in this phase. So it fails, and the Fenrisian wolf is fine, which means, unfortunately, at the end of this turn, Space Wolves will be owning that objective. Now we're just going to roll out the broadside. He's now hitting on 6s, thanks to Pelt the Beowulf. 1 hit. He's wounding on normally a 3, back up to a 4, thanks to Pelt the Beowulf. No wound. We all knew that was going to happen, and with that, that ends the fight phase. So we just need to check for some morale, and then it is on to scoring. So the end of round morale, it was only the Fenrisian wolf, and Lloyd has been a nice sport, and cheers mate, he's spending 2 CP to auto pass, so the wolf stays around. Now it's just scoring. Very smart play from Lloyd there. Oh, go on. So the end of round scoring, well, it's not end of round, sorry, end of turn. It's a bit different in this open war scenario. Lloyd is on 3 objectives. He's on the one down here, the one by the Vindicator, which is just trampled on, and then this one that they've secured. So it is 3 points for the Space Wolves in their first turn. They are in a very, very good position. On to the Tau, turn 2. Just checked, the indiscriminate projectiles actually at the start of your turn. We thought it was at the end of the round. So Lloyd's going to roll 3 dice now, and we're just going to let him pick his, as if it was the start of his turn. So in they come, nothing hits. Okay, so we're going to start with the Tau. Let's do the indiscriminate projectiles while we're here. 3 dice, looking for 6s. I get a 6. I also knocked down a tree. So in comes the artillery fire.
It was the tree you hit.
It was the tree. No, the tree are the 2 2s and 1s. That's the one that went wide. So I now get to pick a unit on the board to take D3 mortal wounds. I think it's going to have to be... No, I want those Thunderbolts dead. Please stop, Lloyd. I want those Thunderbolts dead, but I also need Lloyd to stop scoring. So... those Thunderwolves. I'm going to put on the Thunderwolves. They're too dangerous. So D3 mortal wounds on the Thunderwolves. It's 2. So it takes 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Okay. Now into the Tau command phase. I do go up a CP. And I will be... do I want to chant? Oh, I don't know. No, I won't be using Kayun and Monkar or anything. So... that's it in the command phase. So after the movement phase of the Tau, let's talk you through what has happened. The orders have been pumped out and they've been told to, well, they just really need to secure the objectives on the board. I feel like I can hit back pretty hard here. So starting this side of the board, the Riptide stayed still. I will be overcharging the reactor now. I'm just putting a marker there in case I forget, which will cause 1 mortal wound, but will give him the extra shots in the shooting phase. Everything in the center stayed still here. The broadside fell out. And the Ghost Keel fell out of combat. Stealth Seat stayed still there. And then over in this corner, in today's open war, Manta Strike, or Deep Strike to anyone else, the Crisis Seats have arrived at the back of the board to hopefully deal with this objective. I still have in strategic reserves the Devilfish with the Strike Team inside. Nothing happening in the Psychic phase, as we are the Tau. So, we're going to go straight on to the shooting phase, and it actually works a little bit different. I thought it was in the command phase of the Tau, but they haven't had an update. And I will be spending a couple of CP on orbital beam, I think the word is, with the Tau. Ion strike cannon. Basically, it's an orbital bombardment. And I will roll 2d6, and then I will put 2 points on the board at that distance apart. So it will be 10. So I will draw a 10-inch line, and then anything through there we will roll for damage, and it's actually done immediately. So guys and girls at home, there are the 2 points marked out with the 2 dice. So it will be going through the Fenrisian Wolf, it will be going through the Thunderwolves, and it will be going through the Outriders. Now I need to roll a d6 on a 4-up. Each one will take d3. So starting with the Thunderwolves, nothing. Starting with the Fenrisian Wolf, He will die as he takes D3 and he only has 1 wound. And then the Outriders will take D3, looking for a big one. It's only a 1, so they will take a wound. Was it worth it? Probably not. I wanted to kill the injured Thunderwolf, but that's the way the dice roll goes. So before the firepower starts, let's do some marker lights. So we have got 2 marker lights here that were with the captain, and then 1 that was with the strike team. Doesn't really make a difference which order. So we're going to start with the 1 on its own. It's going to be firing a marker light over into the into the Thunderwolves, which hits. Okay. And then the other 2 marker lights from the other unit will be firing into the Thunderwolves as well.
I'm sorry for the noise.
And I get to reroll the 1. Okay, so that is 1 hit.
So there's 1 on these.
1 on those. And then I will be spending a CP on uplink marker lights, which lets me add 3. So 3 in total they have on them now. That could have gone better. I needed more there. Okay. No, that's it for the marker lights from the drones. Now I'm actually going to take the Fireblade. He's going to fire his marker light over there. So he is only looking for a 2 at this point. So he gets it. Okay, so they're on to 4. I need the big 5 to give me the +1 to hit. Now there is a stratagem, aerial targeting, which makes them count as having 1 more on top. Which I think I'm going to have to use. So the Thunderbolts are fully lit up by 5. Cost me a lot of CP, but at least that is done. Now we're going to go straight onto the Warlord. He is going to fire 2 shots over into this Rhino, and then the other 2 are going to go into the Smash Captain there. Start with the 2 in the Wolf Lord. He does have Pelt of the Beowulf, so he is going to be 3s to hit now. Re-rolling. So there's 2. That's thanks to my my relic. I think it's Vected Maneuvering Thrust. I think that's my relic. It lets me re-roll. 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 2s, re-rolling. Okay, both wound. These are AP -4, but he... Oh, sorry, they would have been wounding on 3s, his Pelt of the Beowulf. So re-roll that. 2 wound. Now these are AP -4, so it's invulnerables. He fails them both. This, unless you want to CP any, this is going to be D6 damage.
I got a
CP in 1, which he still fails. This is 2d6 damage. So the first one is 3, and then the second one will kill him off as he has 1 wound remaining. So the commander slays the Warlord Oathgear, and now he turns his attention to the Rhino. He's going to be firing the shot. These are now hitting on 2s. Both of them hitting. This is strength 8 versus toughness 7 of a Rhino. Yes. So it's looking for 3s. Both of them wound. This is AP -4. They will not get a save. It's going to be D6 damage. I'm going to roll them 1 at a time. First one does 3. Second one does 2. I will CP that into a 6. So there is 9 damage taken off the front Rhino. 1 wound remaining. The Rhino staying in there. So I really need him dead, and I don't really have anything else super reliable to kill him with. I don't want to declare too many guns over there and then be overkill. So we're going to go into the missile pods here from the drones, as they are a separate unit after being deployed. They are going to fire over there. I turn it Scooby-Doo. They are going to fire over there. They will be shooting through the woods, so it is going to be another minus. And they only normally hit on 5, so it's going to be a 6. So it's 4 shots hitting on 6s. Nothing. Right. That was probably as good as I expected.
That's amazing. I'm going to shoot this big gun.
I'm not shooting this big gun.
Oh, I'll give it a dice.
Okay, we are going to go with this rank of Fire Warriors here, and they're going to put everything over into the Rhino. I need to check the measurement, see if they get the extra shot from the Fireblade. So the guns are just out of range for rapid fire. This is annoying, but we need that Rhino dead. So it's going to be 5 shots. These are hitting on 4s. Okay, and then these are strength 5. So wounding on 5s. Nothing. Done. Right, well, I didn't want to do it, but the front rank is putting everything into... yes, the front rank is putting everything into the Rhino. Didn't want to do it, but we're putting all the shots into the Rhino. It's going to be 15 shots. These are hitting on 4s. And these are strength 5, so looking 5 to wound. Oh, what a bad roll. There's only 2. You need to give me... There's no minus, so it's just 2 3-ups on the Rhino. You need to fill 1, which you do. You've used your reroll. The Rhino is dead. Does it explode? Please. It does not. Now we need to get the guys out and then roll for everyone inside. This is how they've all piled out of the burning vehicle. Now do any of them suffer on the way out? It's 10 dice. Any ones will be a dead wolf. 2 are going to suffer. So I assume it's going to be 2 of the blood claws. couldn't get out the wreckage in time as it melts all around them in an inferno. Onto the Riptide, who's now going to open up with everything over into the Thunderwalls over there. I say everything. We're going to put the big burst cannon there, but we're actually going to put the smart missiles over into the blood claws that are out there. So we're going to start with the big gun. These are hitting on 3s now, thanks to all the marker lights. I get a +1. And then I am doing an extra AP, which I need to remember. After the rerolls, this is how we end up. Strength 6, this toughness 5, looking for 3s. Oh. And then these are actually going to be AP -2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. AP is -2 thanks to the advanced targeting. So it's going to be on the invulnerables here. So we need these one at a time. So the first one is fine. And then he is killed. Okay. Now again, we need to go onto the other shields. You can do these 2 at a time now because they are flat 2 damage. So he is taken down to 2 wounds. Now do another 1. It's a bit annoying. So he is fine. Do another one. Okay. And again, this is the annoying way of rolling it. Okay, so he's killed. And now you can do another 2 for the last shield. So he is fine. And now you can do the last 2. And he is fine. So 2 Thunderwolves are taken down from the firepower. Now we just have the smart missile systems going over into the blood claws. Smart missiles, these are going to be hitting on 4s again now. And then there's no rerolls. Oh. And then these are strength 5, so wounding on a 3. There's 2 wounds. These are AP -1 now thanks to advanced targeting. So you fail 2. That is a dead blood claw. Okay, that ends the shooting from the Riptide. All we've got left to fire is the crisis suits at the back of the board. The firepower continues, and now we go on to the crisis suits that arrived. I will be spending 2 CP on coordinated engagement, I believe it's called, which will count this unit of intercessors as having 5 marker lights on them. Yes, I'm running out of CP very fast. I only have 3 remaining. So let's grab some dice and we'll be putting everything into that squad. So opening the firepower with the burst cannons. These are looking for 3s now, re-rolling any 1s. And then these are strength 5 is toughness 4, looking for 3s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. No APs. You just need to give me 4 3-ups from the intercessors. You are failing 2. That is 1 dead intercessor. While we're here, we're going to do the fusion blaster. It hits. It wounds out a 2. It wounds. AP, you don't get a save. So it's D6. At 6, it kills another intercessor. And now we just have the 3 heavy flamer shots. 3D6. It's going to be 13. Strength 4, so looking for 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No AP. So looking for 7 3-ups. Ooh, that is a bad. You have 1 left on 1 wound. So ends the tower shooting phase. Quite a lot of firepower coming down the board. The rhino blowing up in the face of the blood claws, meaning that the rune priest did have to pile out with the remaining claws. And then some good shots coming in from the commander, taking out the Wolf Lord, hoping to cause disarray for the rest of the army. And then the crisis suits managing to almost clear this objective. So we go into the charge phase. There will be a charge, and it will be these crisis suits into the back of the Wolf, the pack leader, sorry. We have measured out, they do need an 11. Oh, that was so close. Do I want to see here? Is it important? It is. The odds of me rolling this is very low, but if I can get onto that objective, I will score it. So I am going to spend the CP, and I am going to fail. I mean, it was due to happen, but in games this tight, you do have to take those risks. So we're going to get everything totaled up. We're going to check for any morale, and then we're going to do some scoring. So we did some morale off camera, as we thought nothing would happen, and unbelievably, there was some failed morale for the blood claws. So they rolled a 6, failed. And then for the attrition, luckily they went below half strength. They are Space Marines as well, so they do ignore any attrition modifiers. But we did roll, and another 1 ran away. Lloyd actually rolled 4 2s, so they are lucky that no fear is a thing, or they would have all gone. So this is how we end up. That's about it. Time for some scoring. The Tower currently own this objective here. They own this one here, and they own that one up there now with the Wolf Lord dying, scoring them 3. That is the end of the turn. We now, before we go into round 2, is we roll a d6, and that objective is going to disappear. So would you like to do the honours, please, Lloyd? Lloyd? Yes, thank you, Lloyd. That's a 4. So number 4 will be removed. Oh, and of course it's a tower in the woods. Great. So that objective has been secured by the tower. It is no longer needed by either forces. And now we go into the command phase of the Space Wolves, turn 2, but they will be going into the tactical doctrine. So on to the Space Wolves command phase, turn 2. They go up a CP, back up to 6. And he now needs to roll 3d3 for the indiscriminate projectiles. Nothing there. So all the shells landing on the battlefield, missing anything of importance. So with that, there's nothing else happening in the Space Wolves command phase. Normally they score their objectives, but it's done at the end of their turn. So we will be right back after the Vilka Fenrika have done some moving. After the Vilka Fenrika have moved, let's show you what has happened. Down in this corner, the Rhino advanced around the corner, but before it did, it dropped off one squad of Grey Hunters just into the terrain of the woods. They're hoping to go and engage the stealth suits. Over here, the Blood Claws and the Rune Priest moved up. The Outriders just moved around the difficult terrain, did they? Yeah. Okay, moved around the difficult terrain. And then over here, the Thunderwolves moved up to try and deal with the Ghost Keel. And then the Vindicator turned around and strove back towards the Crisis Suits. That's it. I feel like they're starting to thin out the wolves quite quickly at the moment. So let's see what they can do in the upcoming Psychic phase. On to the Psychic phase and the Rune Priest. Which power is he casting first?
Murderous Hurricane.
Murderous Hurricane. Okay, so it goes off on a 6. So it goes off and they select the unit right within 18 and they can't fire Overwatch and they fight last. Okay, and which unit are you selecting?
I'm going to measure.
I'm going to measure. So a big storm whips up on the battlefield and surrounds the broadside, making it unable to fire Overwatch in the up and coming turn, and it will have to fight last. Now for his second power, what is he calling on?
A smite.
A smite. Okay, so he's looking for a 5. I'll give you that. That's a 7. So it's D3 mortal wounds. So it will be 3. So this is how we end up. 3 of the Pathfinders are killed from the smite. That's it. Luckily for me. And now we're going to go on to the Space Wolves shooting phase, turn 2. On to the firepower from the Space Wolves. Where are we starting?
Bow pistols into your drones.
So the Blood Claws firing over into the marker drone. So these are technically a unit and then he's technically a unit. So how do you want to split it?
I'll just go into these 2.
So just hit those 2 everything. Okay, so these are hitting on 3s. And then these are strength 4, this toughness 4, so looking 4s. You got 1. Okay, no AP, so I'm just looking for a 4 up on the drone, which I fail. So on to the Rune Priest. He's firing his plasma pistol into the strike team. He's looking for a 3.
And I'm overcharged.
And he's overcharging, okay. Hits, and then this is strength 8, so it's wounding on a 2. It doesn't wound. Yeah, okay. And it wounds, it kills a strike team member. Well done. So this is how we end up, and the firepower continues as now the Outriders are putting everything into the broadside. So it's 12 attacks, these are hitting on 3s. And then these are going to be strength 4. So they are wounding on a 5. And we are in the tactical doctrine, so they're going to be AP minus 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, AP minus 2. So I'm looking for 4 ups on the broadside. I am failing 3. Unless I CP that, he is dead. Okay, let's CP it then. And he is fine. Okay, so he has 1 wound remaining. I have 1 CP left. Where are we going next?
The lone intercessor.
Intercessor, and where's he putting his gun? Okay, so you look at 2 shots, he didn't move, hitting on 3s. And then he's wounding on a 5. Okay, 1 wound, AP is minus 2. So I'm going to put that onto the invulnerable shield 4 up. Fail it, it's going to take a damage, so the guy with the shield will take 1. So the firepower continues from the wolves as we go on to the Vindicator. Where's it putting this big cannon? Oh gosh. Okay, so this is D6 shots. It's 4. And then these are hitting on 3s. And then these are strength 10, so wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, AP is minus 3.
Yes.
So these need to go onto my invulnerables. I will need to do... I can do them both. Wait, hang on. Can I do these both? No, I need to do these one at a time and they need to roll out the damage because this is the way the game is. So I fell that one. So D6, if this is a 2 or more. Okay, so that one is dead, the guy with the shield. And now the rest of them do not get an invulnerable, so it's just a AP -3, you said, right? So it's a 6 up, which I failed. This will go on the guy with the flamer as well. And then he will take 3, killing him. So 2 crisis seeds are demolished, blown into nothing but batter. And it's starting to look better for the Spaceballs. So just for the end of the shooting phase, the Thunderbolts threw a crack grenade at the ghost kill. It missed, nothing happened, and that ends the shooting phase. Quite a few Tau taken down, and now we have a charge phase. So it's onto the charge phase for the Spaceballs. Lloyd is starting with the Thunderbolts, who will be declaring the ghost kill. So let's grab some dice and see if we can kill us some puppies. Ghost kill, starting with the 2 fusion blasters. 2 hits. These are strength 8, so they are wounding on a 3. There's a wound. I will CP this one. So after the reroll, spending my last CP and getting 2 wounds. These are AP -4. So Lloyd is looking for the invulnerables. He needs to do them one at a time. So the first one is fine. The second one is fine. Oh, okay. Now we've just got his big gun, which I will be firing. Panic there from Lloyd. But don't worry. Now we're going to fire his cyclic the iron gun, and we're going to be doing the overcharged version of that. So overcharged version of the gun, looking 5s and 6s, re-rolling anything thanks to advanced targeting. Not advanced targeting, counterfire. We also have advanced targeting, which will let us get an extra AP. So now these are strength 8. So wounding on 2s. Oh, game. Why? Okay, so it's 1. He's AP -2. So on the guy with oh, come on, game.
Yeah, baby.
Why? Those should have been dead Thunderbolts.
I can't stop seeing it.
Just rolled it out.
I just rolled
Go on, get a double 1. Oh, did you make the charge?
Oh, I am.
Go on, the minute charge, double 1. So 1. Okay, so Thunderbolts are in. Where do you want to go next?
These here.
Okay, I can't fire Overwatch, but you're also charged with the marker drones, are you?
Yes.
I may as well fire Overwatch with the marker drones and the marker drone next to it. And I was also then, thanks to
6-inch thing.
the for the greater good, the Warlord will also be firing Overwatch. So this mess of Overwatch here, we're going to talk you through it as you play. Basically everything that is within range, so it is the Fireblade, the Warlord, and the remaining strike team, and the marker drones, will be firing Overwatch into the Outriders. So we're going to start with the first marker drone, and it misses, and the second one misses, so that's fine. Now we can go on to the, let's go on to the remaining strike team. He is getting the extra shot thanks to the Fireblade. 5s and 6s, okay. And then we will do the Fireblade. 2 hits. Strength 5 is toughness 5, looking for 4s. 1 wound. AP is 0. So just 3 up. Fail. Takes another wound off the Outrider. Now we have the 4 shots from the Fusion Blasters on the Commander. 3 hits. And then these are wounding on a 3. Oh, hang on. My Commander, I need to check Crosslink Stabilizer Jets. I might get to reroll all my hits. Just checking, Crosslink Stabilizer Jets is rerolling hits and wounds of 1. So that's fine. So 3 hit, and then these are strength 8. This is toughness 5, so I'm looking for 3s to wound. I'm getting all of them. These are AP -4. You're not going to get a save. So I need to do these individually. First one kills the injured Outrider. Next one kills the next Outrider. Last one kills the next Outrider. All 3 are taken down, turned into blue dust from the Fusion Blasters from the Commander. Nasty stuff. So overwhelming firepower from the Tau, completely disintegrating their brothers to their right of the Blood Claws. The bikes melted into the ground. Nothing but dust and sludge is left. And now we have some more charges. Are the Blood Claws brave enough to charge in the front lines? Okay, so I've already fired Overwatch. Who are they declaring first? Okay, so it is defense line. So the only ones they're going to be able to reach there will be the strike team and possibly the shield drone on the left, because they only have to get up to the barrier and they can pull in everything 2 inches behind. The 2 marker drones are just going to be out. So do you want to just declare the strike team, or do you want to do the strike and the shield drone on the left?
Just a strike.
Strike. Okay, so they roll out. They need about a 3 or 4. Of course, they're going to make it. So we're going to move those in, and then we're going to see if we can make room for the Rune Priest. And with the defense line, this is how we end up. Now, the Rune Priest could declare a charge, but he would have to go all the way around to the shield drones. And if he did, I would be firing Overwatch from the left. So Lloyd is going to ignore the charge for the moment. I know I should have got a +1 to my armor save as well earlier on. We re-rolled one of them, and I still failed. Now, the other ability of a defense line is you can set to defend and will hold steady. One of them lets you hit Overwatch on a 5 and 6. I already do that. And the other one gives you a benefit in melee. So I'm just going to take the one for melee. It's not going to make much of a difference for the strike team member, but there is no point taking the Overwatch one. And with that, we go into the fight phase for the Space Wolves turn 2. So on to the fight phase, just to show you the amount of attacks the Blood Claws have. They're hitting on 2s, where, yeah, we're not really going to bother rolling that as his one strike team left, so he will die. So he is removed. We did actually roll it after I removed him, and I failed about 7 times. He was dead 7 times over. That's it there. And now we go on to the Thunderwolves, who will be putting everything into the Ghost Keel. He doesn't have his -1 to hit ability now, which is annoying because it's only over a certain distance. 3 attacks from the Thunder Hammers, hitting on 3s. Okay, and then these are wounding on a 3. Okay, 1 wound. AP is -2. I get I believe it's a 4 up, but we're going to check. I'm fine on a 6. Now you have the Frost Claws, million attacks coming in here, as you do get base attacks of 3. You get 1 for Shock Assault, taking it at 4. And he gets an extra 2 for being Lightning Claws / Frost Claws. He's hitting on 2s. Oh, that's a bad roll. And then these are Strength 5. So they are wounding on 5s, but re-rolling any misses. So 2. AP is -2. So again, 2 4-ups. I make 1 fail 1. It's going to be flat 2 damage, taking another 2 wounds off. And then we have the 6 Thunderwolf attacks. Just checking, he is a 3-up as well, but it doesn't matter because the passes were on 6s. So we have 6 Thunderwolf attacks hitting on 2s. And then these are Strength 5, so they are wounding on 5s. Yeah, sorry, my brain died. Okay, oh, only 1. AP is -1 on Crushing Teeth, I believe, or was it 2?
-2.
Okay, so 5 ups. I fail. There's another damage taken off. How many have I got left?
4.
Right, and with that, I think that actually ends the fight phase. Some of the failed charges not helping out, and the Outriders just getting decimated, completely changing how that turn went. That's it for the Wolves. So morale-wise, there's nothing for the Tau, as you wiped out the last strike team member. And then for the crisis suits, I do need to check. I'll roll it out now. It's a 1. They're going to pass. That's it. There's nothing else. So we are going to go to the end of round scoring for the Wolves, as it is scored the end of your turn. So for the Wolves, they own this objective here. Anyone else you are on? Oh, you're on the objective down here as well with the Vindicator. This objective has disappeared and nobody is on that there. Over in this corner, it is still the Tau. So it's another 2 points for the Space Wolves, making the score 5-3, going into turn 2 for the Tau. Into the Tau command phase, turn 3. We need to roll for indiscriminate projectiles. Looking for 6s. I get 1. Need to pick a unit. It needs to take D3 wounds. It's obviously going to be the Thunderbolts over in the corner. D3. 2. So one of the Thunderbolts goes down to 1. Oh no, they have 4 wounds, right? Yes. So 2 wounds remaining. Right. Now in the command phase, I will be doing the chanting of Kayun, I believe, or Montcar. It's the one that lets you reroll all my hits if I don't move. It's normally to start my movement phase, so I'm going to point it out now. This commander will be doing it, and he will be selecting the broadside and the strike team to the side. Also, the Fireblade there. So as long as they don't move, they get to reroll all their hits. So at the end of the Tau's movement phase, this is how we end up. The Riptide stays still. His job is just to shoot across the board. Everything stayed still there, thanks to Kayun. Over here, the Ghost Keel fell out of combat over the top using the Fly Key Wood and getting onto that objective. In came the Devilfish in strategic reserves on the side of the board over there. And then this crisis suit moved up Stealth suit stayed still in the woods. So we'll be right back with the Tau shooting phase. On to the shooting phase for the Tau. I'm going to start with the marker lights here. We're going to fire over into the Thunderbolts. They are technically two separate models, so I need to roll them individually anyway. First one fails, second one fails, as they only have a ballistic skill of 5. So that was annoying. I will... that's about it. It's not important. What I will do is, though, I will spend a CP on aerial targeting with my last CP, making the Thunderbolts count as having one marker light on them. Slight amendment, put aerial targeting onto the Rhino here instead, so he does count as having one marker light on him. That's it there. So now we're going to open up with the guns. Start down here. Crisis is going to be putting everything into the remaining Marine. So he does have a fusion blaster. It's going to hit on a 4, so it doesn't hit. Burst cannons hitting on 4s. That's a terrible roll. Wounding got 3s. That is 3 there, sir. No AP, so can you give me 3 ups on the pack leader? Oh, and he failed, killing him. So that objective is now mine. On to the broadside, he's going to be putting everything over into the Thunderwolves. So we have the 2 plasma gun shots. They're not within half range, which is going to be 2. These are hitting on 4s, but re-rolling, so they both hit. And then these are wounding on 3. So they do not... Do they get the reroll ones? No, there's no 1 reroll. So you are looking for a 4-up vulnerable. Thanks to advanced targeting. Okay, he fails. That is another 1 damage, taking the Thunderwolf down to 1 wound remaining. Heavy rail rifle next, hitting on 4s, re-rolling thanks to Kayun. 1 hit, wounds on a 3. It wounds. You need your invulnerable. So... which he makes. Ugh. Seeker miss on now. This is only hitting on a 6, so there's no marker lights. Doesn't hit. Okay, so the Thunderbolts hanging in there. That is a bit annoying. Right. Next, we are going to go on to the strike team. We'll be putting everything over into the blood claws there. They will be getting 3 shots each, thanks to the fire blade, and they will get to reroll all their hits. 15 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling any 1s. Rerolling everything, thanks to Kayun. Strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will get an extra save to your armor as you are behind a barrier, so you're looking for 5 2-ups. Making them all. Space Marines and their armor. Now 3 shots from the fire blade, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, 3 more 2-ups. Making them all. It's like playing against Custodes. Right, we're going to see if the stealth suits can do it. So we're firing both burst cannons through into the blood claws. They won't get the cover bonus this time, as they are the wrong side. And the fusion blaster down into the Rhino. So let's start with the burst cannons. These are looking for 4s. And then these are strength 5. So they are looking for 3s to wound. That is another 3 3-ups. Failure 1. Taking a wound off. Oh god, they're so hard. And now we are going to put the fusion blaster into the Rhino. It fails. Lackluster shooting for the Tau at the moment, but I need this Rune Priest dead. I need the command to fall to pieces for the Marines. So I am putting 4 of the fusion blaster shots into him. These are hitting on 2s, re-rolling everything thanks to Kayun. Okay, so they all hit. Now these are strength 8 versus toughness 2, wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s thanks to the relic. So they all wound. Now these are AP -4, but he does have the armor of rust. So 4 up. He's failing 3. These are D6 damage each. First one is killing him. He is dead. Bit of overkill, but again, that frees up a lot of the board there. So we've just really got the Riptide left to fire and the Devilfish. Now the Riptide will be putting his big gun, which again, the mortal wound I'm always doing each turn. Lloyd knows this. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on camera, but overcharging his reactor, so he'll always take a mortal wound, but he'll get to do 18 shots. He's going to be putting his big gun into the Rhino. And then he's going to be putting his smart missile system into the blood claws. So let's start with the smart missile into the blood claws. These are looking for 4s. That's a terrible roll. And then this is strength 5, so it's looking for a 3. It's a wound. So a 4 up from the blood claws, the first one. Okay, so I make it. And also, I forgot, it has 2 smart missile systems. So the second one, same thing, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. Another 2, AP -1, thanks to advanced targeting. Failing. That will kill the injured blood claw and take another one down to 1 wound remaining. Right, now it's time for the big gun to be put into the Rhino. We are looking for 4s, rerolling any 1s. With the reroll, only dropping 4, so these are wounding on a 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are AP minus 2 thanks to advanced targeting system. 5 ups. You are failing 3. These are flat 2 damage each. That is 6 wounds taken off the Rhino. Onto the remaining Devilfish, who's firing everything, his entire payload into the Thunderbolts. Now he's going to fire his 2 Seekers, his Smart Missile Systems, and his Burst Cannons. Let's just do the 2 Seekers, only hitting on 6s, none of them hit. Now we have 8 shots, well we have 4 shots on the Burst Cannon. And I'm only hitting once. I'm not wounding. And now we have 8 shots from the Smart Missile System. Again, looking for 4s. Oh, wow. Wounding on a 4. 2. AP is... a lot. I don't think there's any AP. There's any AP minus 1 on the Smart Missile.
Yeah, AP nothing.
Oh, AP nothing. There you go. So you're looking for 2 2-ups, which you make. Lloyd's face when I said I was firing everything. So if you want to picture that at home, that thing just landed, opened up, rockets, lasers, everything fired in 1,000 different directions and absolutely nothing hit. It all landed harmlessly in a field. And with that, that ends the shooting phase. Now I do need to keep my commander and the Fireblade alive. So both marker drones, they are separate, will be charging the blood claws. So the first one's going to charge. It's going to fire Overwatch into a marker drone. Yeah. You do? Yeah. How much CP you got? 5. Okay, so 3 shots, nothing.
Why not?
Oh, the abuse you're going to get in the comments. Here goes the marker drone. Charging into the blood claws. He is in. I'm going to charge with the other marker drone. It's actually probably... Well, he's going to get up to the barrier, so that's fine. But I did want him to go over the top. So he is just going to move into there. And then the 2 shield drones. Why not? I just need to clog you up. So they're both going to charge. They're going to make it there. So they're going to swing around the back. Onto the drones. They both have the same profile. So we're going to do all the drones together. These are hitting on 5s. 1. And then strength 4. So it's wounding on a 4. It wounds. AP is 0. Which you make. If only. That ends the fight for me. Now Lloyd gets hit back with the blood claws. Now these are a unit. This is a unit and this is a unit. So when you're splitting up these attacks, you need to have a little check now and work out where it's going. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right then, well, let's grab some dice. So starting with the pack leader, 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Okay, and then wounding on 4s. Okay, 3. AP is minus 1. I've just got 4 invulnerables on the shield drones. They make them all. So now we have 3 attacks from the first guy going into 1 marker drone. Dropping 1, and then wounding on a 4. 1 wound. Failing, as it's AP minus 1, so 1 is killed, and then the other 3. And then 4th wound. You only needed a 2 to hit. You should have rolled the next one. There you go, 2 wounds. Making 1, failing 1, so both marker drones are slain. So at the end of the fight phase, this is how we end up. The only morale to be taken, you lost a blood claw that turn, I believe, so they are fine. And that's it. I don't think anything else was really lost. You lost the intercessor in the corner, but he was wiped out. So it's just the end of turn scoring for the Tau. I currently own this objective here. I own this one here. I own this one here. And was there not another one? Oh, and this one here. Scoring me 4 points. Meaning that the current score is 5 points to the Wolves to 7 to the Tau. Very, very close. Now we're going to go into round 3, but before we do, Lloyd is going to roll a d6 and this objective is going to disappear. It's number 3. Oh, come on. So the center of the board has actually completely opened up. Both objectives disappearing, both have been secured by the Tau, and now it is just this side of the board and this side, which is favoring more of a shooting engagement, which the Spaceballs just aren't really set out for. Can the Sons of Russ turn this game around and win against the Tau? We are going into turn 3 for the Spaceballs. Lloyd needs to roll 3d6 for indiscriminate projectiles. Nothing. I still feel like with that twist card, I've seen other channels use it. I feel like it should go off on a 5. So Spaceballs are spending 2 CP. Lloyd is using Power of the Machine Spirit on the Rhino, which I think is actually a really good play because he wants to get up onto that objective and it gives him his full movement. So that is it. So at the end of the movement phase, the Rhino has moved up with his advance, getting onto the objective. So Power of the Machine Spirits being the difference between being on that objective. Then the Grey Hunters turn around. Unfortunately, with that difficult terrain, could only move up to here, but it does give him firing line down into the Crisis suit. The Vindicator stayed still, and then the Thunderwolves started moving up towards that objective there. That's it. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase as the Psyker is dead. So, do you know where you want to start?
Bolt pistols.
Okay, yeah, so the bolt pistol, so 3 shots. All hitting. We are the Assault Doctrine as well now, just to point out, guys. And then these are Strength 4, so they're wounding on 4s. Okay, 2 wounds. Now they get AP -1 as they are on the Assault Doctrine. So the shield drones still get their 4 vulnerables. Failing them both. Feel no pains on the drones. I am passing 1 shield drone survives. So with that, we go on to the Grey Hunters, who are putting all their shots over into the remaining Crisis Suit. Really important that they get him off that objective and stop the tower's scoring. After the drones survive, we go into the Vindicator, who's putting his cannon into the Crisis Suit. D6! 3! I think you've rolled 3 every turn so far. And then this is hitting on 3. All of them. And this is wounding on a 2. AP is like a million, right? AP -3, 6 ups. Here we go, 666. Look at that. He is he's dead. Well, they're D6 each. There you go. He's very, very dead. So just the Grey Hunters left to fire, and they are putting everything over into Ghost Keel. He is -1 to hit, so these are hitting on 4s. And ooh, bad shooting from the walls. And then she's wounding on a 5. Nothing. Okay. They're not really there for that, and they've all got chainswords, so they are about to... Are they in range to throw a crack grenade? It's only 6 inches. It's an awfully long... Well, you need 6 of those then, wouldn't we? Lloyd had no idea what 6 inches looked like. You always thought it was really far, but they are out of 6. You'd never even heard of 8 inches before, so he was shocked. Now, that will end the shooting phase for the Space Wolves. We'll be right back with hopefully a better charge phase for the Sons of Russ, as they really need to score at some point. On to the charge phase for the Wolves. What is happening, Mr. Lloyd?
Thunderwolves broadside.
Thunderwolves broadside. Okay, I can fire Overwatch this time. I need to check if my Warlord is within 6. It's a really big deal. If he is, this could be trouble for the Thunderwolves. So we've checked the measuring, and the Warlord commander is within range. So we're going to start with him. 4 shots, 5s and 6s, rerolling any 1s. 3. Now these are wounding on a 3, rerolling any 1s. 2 wounds. These are AP a lot. You need to do these one at a time. So the first one, he makes. Second one, he fails. It's going to be D6 damage. How many wounds do you have left?
1.
Okay, so he is killed. Right. That opens up things. On to the broadside. He does have counterfire defense. He will get to reroll all of these. Starting with the plasma. Rerolling. Oops. Everything that missed, which was everything. Getting 2. These are strength 6, so looking for 3s. 2. These are AP -3, so it's 6 ups now on the Thunderwolf. He's failing them both. That is 2 damage taken off, taking him down to 2 wounds. Now we have the 2 heavy rail rifles. Rerolling. 1 hit. This is wounding on a 3. It wounds. What's the AP on the heavy rail rifle?
It's full.
Okay, so you do not get a save. You have 2 wounds left. This is D6 damage. As long as it's not a 1. It's a 4. Thunderwolf is slain as he charges into the gun line of the tower. And with that, things are starting to look bad for the Wolves of Fenris. It's just going to go on to the fight phase. It is going to start with my drone down here, who is in combat. He's going to get 1 attack, which actually hits. Doesn't wound. And now it's going to be the Blood Claws to strike back. These are hitting on 3s, but 6s will explode. And then these are strength 4, so they're looking for 4s. Okay, so there's 3. There's 4. The AP on this is -2 now, as we are in the Assault Doctrine. So I'm looking for the 4 up invulnerables, failing them all, and then I'm looking for the 4 up feel no pains. Here we go. Almost. The drone is slain. And with that ends the turn for the Space Wolves. They're only scoring 1 objective, which is sheer. Thanks to objective secured from the Tau there. We do have more troops in range. So it'll be 1 point for the Space Wolves, taking the score to 6 points to 7 as we go into the Tau turn 3. In the Tau command phase, nothing happening. I've got 1 CP. That's it. So we're going to be back after the movement phase. So really quick movement phase. All that happened was the Devilfish threw in advance to get up on that objective, as it is scored at the end of my turn. If I can kill this Rhino, maybe clear a few more things, this could be it for the Space Wolves. So we're going to go straight onto the shooting, and the commander will put everything into the Rhino. He's going to get 4 shots. These are hitting on 2s, re-rolling any 1s. Don't have any marker lights left that I really want to fire, so re-rolling any 1s, all of them. And then this is strength 8, so wounds on a 3, re-roll any 1s. Oh, are you actually kidding me? I'm going to spend a CP. Wounds 2, I'm out of CP. You don't get a save, as this is AP -4. 2d6 plus... right, so the first one does 1 damage, as these are the old rules, as they were in half rage. And the second one does, if this needs to be a 3 or more, 6 damage, as you roll 2 dice and you pick the higher. So, the Rhino is dead. Does it explode? Nope. It does not. This is how we end up after getting out the Rhinos. Now, Light needs to roll 5 dice, and on a 1, they will be slain. I really need them to die, and not one of them dies. So, the Grey Hunter's crawling out of the wreckage, and also they have objectives secured. I forgot about this. Whoops. Okay, well, we just need to kill him. That's all we need to do is kill him. So the strike team in front is just going to open up with everything into the front of them. 15 shots from the strike team going into the face of the Grey Hunters, looking for 4s. That is a terrible start. That is only 5. Now these are wounding on a 3. That is 3. There is no AP. You fail too. Unbelievably killing a Grey Hunter. Right. The Fireblade will fire into the face of the Grey Hunters as well. Or does he throw a grenade, which makes you -1 to hit and ruins your chance? Nah, I'm going to shoot you. I need you off that objective. So that is 3 hits. These are wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds, no AP. Another one loses a wound. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the broadside. He's going to put the plasma guns as they're in rapid fire into the blood claws, and then he's going to put the heavy rail rifle over into the Grey Hunters. So, plasma gun. These are looking for 4s. Okay, that's 3. And then these are wounding on a 3. That is 2. These are AP -3, but you will get a +1 thanks to the cover, so you're looking for 5 ups. Unbelievably, you tank those. Oh, and these blood claws. Okay, and now the 2 heavy rail rifle shots into the Grey Hunters. 2 hits. These are wounding on a 2. 1 wound. AP is... yes, you don't get a save. Sorry, so it's just D6. It's going to kill the injured Grey. So, we're going to go on to the Riptide. It's going to just put everything into... well, he's going to put the smart missiles into the Greys. And then he's going to put the big gun into... the big gun into the Greys. And the smart missiles over into the Blood Claws. So let's do the smart missiles first. These are hitting on 4s. Okay. And then these are wounding on a 3. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are normally AP 0, but they're AP -1, so you're lucky 4 ups. Okay, so you fell 2. Takes a blood claw down, takes on down to 1 wound remaining. Now we have the 18 shots being fired into the Grey Hunters. Heavy burst cannon, looking for 4s. Oh, they're all stuck in my hand. That was a good roll. Wounding on 3s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. AP is -2 thanks to advanced targeting system. You need to give me 8 5-ups. They are very, very, very dead, as they are flat 2 damage each. So the shielded missile drones are also going to fire over into the remaining blood claws. 8 shots, hitting on 5s this time. We get 2, and then wounding on a 3. We get 2. AP is nothing, so he's just looking for 3 ups.
2 ups was
it doesn't. I could draw a line to you without going to the cover. So one will die anyway. So we then proceeded to fire the stealth suits. They didn't actually cause any wounds. And then we did fire the ghost kill, and it eviscerated the remaining blood claws as expected. We are going to call it there. We hope you enjoyed. The Tau are very strong in open war games. Not so much in match. They really do need a codex, but showing why their firepower is unquestionable the strongest in the galaxy until the Mechanicus come to the table and we test that out. Or Lloyd brings a load of orcs and he rolls nothing but 6s and dackers all day. So, we will...
oh, I can't wait.
Lloyd is currently creaming himself over the thought of orcs. Oh, I hope I can say that.
Mushroom cream.
Okay, if you want to hear more about Lloyd's mushroom cream, join us for the end of game chat. So, welcome to the end of game chat. You know how he does by now. We talk about our most useful and our least useful unit. It is a victory for the Tau. I don't want anyone saying there's no line of sight, blocking, obscuring, and I didn't even bring Shadow Sun.
You set me up.
I didn't. This list, when we were talking about this pre-game, I thought I had no chance at all. Because if you'd have gone into my front lines earlier, I thought it was game over. And somehow, I'm not going to lie, I did not think I stood a chance in this game.
The more confident I go into a game, I always lose.
I'm starting to think that, do you know the thing about Tau? I go into every game thinking I'm going to get annihilated. And then when I win...
I always think I'm going to smash these. And then
that's good, see?
I get mushed.
That's good. It's the pheromones the Tau are giving off. They're distracting you. But I always go in and I think I'm dead. But it was a win. We do talk about our most useful and our least useful unit for this game. Again, not saying this is a bad unit, this is a good unit.
Well,
but what in this game was a good unit for me and what was a bad unit?
Going off what my bad unit is, it is a terrible unit in general. I think
okay, well, to find out what that is, we will get there. But as the winner, I do start with my most useful unit, Contain Your Anger.
It's the biggest
and it is... I mean, you brought a Land Raider last week. My most useful unit for this game was the... Ooh, I haven't actually really thought. I think it was probably my commander. His guns are just really powerful. 4 fusion blasters, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s and 2s. And he could have had the ability to move around and fire without penalty. I think it's too good not to take. And with the Overwatch on 5s and 6s, it's a nasty combination. What was your favourite unit?
That'd be the Thunderbolts again.
They caused me the most trouble.
Yeah.
They're Thunderbolts. They're very hard to kill. But again, I felt like they could have done more, but they had a few... I think it was just due to some bad positioning. And things...
Chasing your Ghost Kill let me down.
I think that's exactly what it was. Again, you chasing the Ghost Keel, you had like the Death Eyes, where technically the Ghost Keel ended up scoring points just by running away. Yeah. I think for 2 rounds it didn't even fire its guns, it was just running away. So it did its job. My least useful unit was... It's hard to say, really. Everyone kind of had their role. I think the stealth suits, they had an objective, but they didn't really shoot. Or I think that they caused a wound. The reason I took them is for the deploy ability, deploy on an objective.
You took a few wounds off blood goes on.
But I mean, they're quite.
Crisis suits didn't do too much.
They helped me clear up that objective, though. I think.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, but they did get this. So I think for me, scoring wise, they just stayed in the whole game, so they're my least useful. For your least useful, what would it have been?
That pile of crap. Smash Captain. It's useless.
He's so good.
Like,
people at home, tell Lloyd how good a Smash Captain is.
I got a Land Raider last week. I'd rather bring an army of Land Raiders than an army of them.
He's right.
That's stupid.
Here we go. Okay.
They're crap.
He gets to fly, right? He gets advance and charge.
What's the point in flying if you can't attack?
He gets, 4 attack space plus D3. He hits on a 2.
He has like 3 wounds.
He hits on a 2.
He doesn't even get an invite.
And he wounds on a 2.
He does. He fails it. His armor's crap. His weapon's crap. His jump back just backfires and run the battlefield.
I mean, you should come to the greater good. We have fancy jetpacks.
I like sushi.
They're not fish, they're cows.
That's even better.
Yeah, steak. Come to us, we have free steak. It's our own people. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed today's game. Hopefully we're going to be back into more of a routine now. We are in the middle of getting some new stuff coming and moving where we film. So if these are a few days later than they normally are, we are trying to get back into a rhythm, but it is taking a bit of time. We have a lot of things coming up, including, we've been saying it for a while, we want to do like a little 500-point tournament, knockout between all the armies, just to see who's better at patrol, combat, etc. And we do want to start inviting other people to come play games as lockdown eases. So, we hopefully will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It's a bye from me.
All readers in for me.
Fair enough.